All right, it's time. Another week. ZTGD Radio. This is episode 813 for September 23rd, 2024. On the show this week, we got the Bert.
Yes, sir.
And we got Terrence.
What up?
What's up? What's up?
Man,
Huh?
another week. That's what's up.
Yeah, man, like, I was going through my games this week. It's like, I gotta write this review, I gotta write this review. And then, like, I realized there was, like, 3 games I didn't put on the list that I had codes for. I'm like, God damn it. I don't even know that I've actually played those games.
Yep. It's so much stuff. So much stuff right now.
Like, I ain't got no time for all these games. Like, some of this stuff I'm just going to have to skip. Like, I don't feel bad about Black Myth, because, like, we requested it, they told us we weren't getting it, and then, like, it just showed up at one point. I'm like, man, everybody done had that conversation. Like, I ain't got no time for some monkey fighting. I just don't.
I feel it.
So,
a lot of shit.
But yeah, I forgot about a lot of stuff that's, like, laying around, so. But we can hop into this. It's been a busy week news-wise. We got a bunch of games coming out this week. Of course, again, it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So let's kick it off, Terrence. You wanna get us started here? What we got going?
Well, you know what? It's crazy because I'm always one that got everything to talk about. I really don't have a lot to talk about this week because I've had a crazy week. Had some stuff happening, and I just haven't had time to really play anything. And when I did, it was the 2 games that I have to write a review for that I can't talk about till next week.
Well, that's how things happen sometimes.
Right. But I did get a chance to mess with Funko Fusion a little bit more, to play with the first patch that they rolled out, which it kind of fixed some of the stuff. But I guess there's a bigger update coming soon, so I'm gonna hold off on the review on that, because I do really think that this game could be solid, but they just released it. It wasn't ready. I don't know why that's what we do now. We just release stuff and then just patch it all after the fact. Because like the co-op for this, I don't know if I said this last week, is because it's going to have co-op, 4-player co-op, but they're rolling it out like per world in the game. So like the first world that will get co-op is Jurassic World. Will be the first level that'll have that theme song. But yeah, that's the first one. And then like after that, they have like a roadmap for it. But that's so like what? So you get waves for the co-op stuff? Like why we didn't just wait until everything was 100 and just put this out at holiday time? Well, probably because Call of Duty and shit. That's probably why.
Call of Duty.
But I don't know. So hopefully, it comes together. But this next patch is supposed to fix a lot of the stuff that I complained about, which was the just the onslaught of enemies, the waves of enemies that keep coming, and then there's like a lack of direction with certain things. So they're looking at kind of tweaking that type of stuff to make it a little bit better of an experience, which is good.
Yeah, that game feels weird. It feels like they just kind of shoved it out.
Yep. Yeah. Like I think it has some potential. Like I don't think it's ever going to be like in my top rotation type stuff. But like just like the Lego games, when stuff that I play, with the kids or with the wife, and we just sitting around, just kind of fucking around on a game or whatever. That the Funko Fusion is that type of vibe. Like it's not a super deep story. I don't have to level up and go hunt this item to build this and shit. Like you just kind of get in, get out, have a little fun. But it's hard to do that when your game is broke as fuck. So hopefully they get that fixed with that next patch that's dropping. Let's see. I could talk like 3 more. So I did play the new season of Multiverses dropped, where they added the Powerpuff Girls. And much to my dismay, I guess I've run out of my little free season pass token things that give me the season pass stuff, because they was like, oh no, it's gonna be $10, and I was like, oh exit. So
I didn't get you can keep it.
That's all right. Keep it.
Keep it. I'm glad you understood where I was going with that.
Oh yeah.
I did not. What is that? Is that
It's Arnold
is that
Schwarzenegger.
Running
Yeah.
Man.
All right,
This
okay.
chainsaw is a part of me. Now I'm
I'll
gonna make it a
part
part of you. That's
Oh,
all right. Keep it.
It's all right.
Gotcha.
Keep it. Fucking, I can't believe they're remaking that movie. Like, dude,
I
come
can't
on.
either. Never gonna
Are
be
they
as good
really?
as the original.
Yeah, that first movie was perfect. Like, come on.
Hey, Lighthead.
Hey, Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. Yeah. What? Man, I didn't realize they were even redoing Running Man.
I forget who's in it. Is it like, was it Ryan Gosling or something like that? I want to say that. I don't remember who it was.
He's
I gotta
playing
look
like
this up
Arnold's
now.
character? Oh, shit.
Let's see here. Running Man remake. It's Edgar Wright. Oh, it's Glenn Powell.
Oh,
What's
I
he
feel
been
like
in?
that
Do I know
motherfucker's
that?
in everything.
That's the thing, is like he's one of those Hollywood plants. It's like Glenn Powell, he's in everything. I don't know who he is.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I'm like, wait, who the fuck? All right.
Edgar Wright,
though.
That's a weird pull.
Yep, that's why I was like, huh, okay. But I like him. And I mean, if anybody could probably do something good with the Running Man, what it is, he probably can. You know what I mean? His stuff is pretty good.
Oh man, no, you can't beat Arnold in the Running
It's
Man.
not going to
Like,
top
come
that,
on,
no.
man.
And if he's smart, he won't even don't even put Easter eggs to jokes and shit. Don't do none of that. Just do your own thing.
No, there will be one of these jokes that we've made today on the show will be in that movie.
I imagine probably the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree dude will probably be in there.
Fucking Arnold, man. Like, don't do it. You can't do Arnold. Stop it.
They love remaking Arnold movies, man.
Yeah, they do.
At this point. You know what? The one I'm mad about that it's so funny we now segue into movies. The one Arnold movie I'm mad that we never got the sequel to, and they keep rumbling about it like it's gonna happen, is True Lies 2. Y'all ever see True Lies?
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
who ain't seen True
That
Lies?
movie's fucking fantastic. That is
Yes,
such
but
a
they were
good
all
movie.
bad.
Such a good movie.
Oh man, James Cameron, like with Arnold Schwarzenegger, with that kind of budget. Oh man, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Commando remake.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, it's coming. I'm sure. Probably be that
I'm
dude
sure.
that was in that dude that plays Jack Reacher on the TV show. I can't think of his name. He'll probably play him. Yep.
The one that people want to be Batman.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I read that the other day too, that they want him to be Batman.
Let off some steam, Bennett.
Let's see. I played. Oh, so I did mess around with this. There's a demo for that Sword Art Online game. It's called like Fractured something or other. I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about the Sword Art Online games other than that it's, anime RPG games. But this one,
so MMO, right? Like the game is based on an MMO.
Yeah, but it's like MMO because it's like a game within a game. So like you're a character who's playing the MMO game. What you know what I mean? It's that type of thing. But this is kind of like a not like a boss rush mode, but kind of like a raid mode in World of Warcraft. So it has apparently it's going to have all the and again, I don't know a lot about the games, but it's supposed to have like over 30 or 60 different characters from the universe Sword Art Online, and they all are different classes. So you got, your tank, your ranger, your healer, all this different stuff. And so it's 20 players co-op and you're split in teams of 5. So yeah, it's 5 teams of 5, and then like you go through the level, and like everybody comes in at level 1. So you have your different skills and stuff that you've built up, and your weapons equipped. And as you go through and fight, the different enemies and different sub bosses, like with your team, you'll level up and stuff, and then it'll kind of culminate in everybody coming together and fighting like this high level raid boss, to where everybody's now like working together and stuff.
So there's a multiplayer game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh well, then.
You out. I got you.
No. I think everybody's out. Like, ain't nobody gonna be playing it. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, see, I think because from what I understand, I think this has a pretty big like following. The Sword Art Online like games and stuff. But I know it's on my list because I did request it because I had saw some stuff about it, but I had never actually played it. So I'm happy they put this they call it a beta test. Is what this is. They're testing the network. But it's a lot of fun. Like I've played as the healer, and I've played as a mage and a tank so far. But like the different skills and stuff and the combat is cool. It's all in Japanese, so it doesn't have like English voiceovers. The only thing that I feel like, and if I end up reviewing it, I'll be able to see this. But the only thing I feel like that will get on my nerves is, in a lot of those games, and like the Tales games and stuff like that, the repetitive voice lines. Like when you do something, like whether it be an attack name or you're like, oh, okay, we got them. Like when you wipe out a group, oh, okay, we got, and it just keeps it. You're like, oh my god,
Slice and dice. Slice and dice.
Right? Yes. There you go.
We both went to the same place.
Oh yeah,
Damn,
that's ingrained in my brain,
today.
dude.
It was either that, or I was going to say Berserker Barrage.
Berserker
Barrage.
Yeah.
Berserker Barrage.
Yeah. So I feel like that is going to get annoying. But so far it's only happened like a couple of times. I noticed dude like repeating stuff. I was like, man, after 20 hours, that shit. But anyways, it is a lot of fun. I've messed around a little bit in Space Marine too, because that game is awesome and I have to do my bit for the Emperor. I started Mirage because I was like, you know what, I still got a little bit of time, and then my my Ubisoft Plus ran out like yesterday. So weirdly, it still let me play it because I have it in the like system resume thing, like the whatever.
Oh, quick resume.
Like it's still quick resume. Thank you. Couldn't think of it. Yeah, it still let me like go to it because I went into it today, and I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep this here until they. Hopefully, I don't need to restart my Xbox or anything. And then that's pretty much it. Like I said, I can't. Helldivers 2. Like I did do. Me and Ryan got on there this morning. I played a little bit yesterday of Helldivers 2 to check out the new update, the new patch they put out, which it's a lot of fun. Like they definitely have brought the fun back in the game, and managed to keep the difficulty because man, it was touch and go.
It was touch and go.
Oh.
It didn't help that we had a player that was in the mold of zero tolerance. Who kept dropping fucking barrage stratagems on our head.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Of course you don't. But no, that game is still a lot of fun. Still a lot of fun to be had. So I'm happy they made those tweaks. Looking forward to the new stuff.
Well, you forgot something.
I probably did. Hold on, wait, because I'm sure I played it. What did I forget?
We're gonna have a conversation about the Plucky Squire because we haven't talked about it yet.
Oh wait, that's right. Yeah, see, because then I end up writing a review and then I forget that I got to come back and actually talk. I can finally talk about it. Okay.
I just started playing that, so I can. Probably talk about it like 15 minutes worth.
Got you. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about the Plucky Squire because I put my review out. I loved. Fuck it, I loved the Plucky Squire, and I don't know if it was just where I'm at, in life, emotionally, mentally, or where in that moment, whatever it was. But like the art style, like the overall story, like I don't know, like the little jokes that they had. I loved the variety and the different boss fights and stuff. And I know they've shown this one, but there's like one where you're in like a magic card, basically fighting this elf whose card it is for a bow. And it all takes place like on her card, but it's like a turn-based RPG. So you have like fight, defend, and I think there's like a special attack and stuff like that. But the game continuously changes up like that. So it's not just the Zelda-esque 2D or the 3D world when you jump out of there where it's like the combat stuff. And then the music, the soundtrack is great. Like I put in my review, for me, the really only thing that I felt that it was missing was just voiced characters, because there's a narrator, which is great and tells the story, because I mean you're in a storybook in the Plucky Squire, but I just wish there was voices for all the characters like Moonbeard and his crew, Thrash and Violet, and then you end up going to like their hometown later on, so you end up meeting like a lot of different people, which a lot of them exude a lot of personality, but I feel like they could only do so much with just those typed words with squiggles and stuff kind of thing. But yeah, that's I liked it. Ken, what you think? What did you think about it?
So I agree. I think that excuse me. I agree that the art style is really good. I do like how it changes, like the gameplay on occasion. Like the stuff that you're talking about, like the magic card battle and stuff, like those feel like very much like a one-off thing. Most of the game is you running around, at least from what I've played so far. I think I've only put like 2, maybe 3 hours in it. But like most of the game is running around, just hitting things with your sword or throwing your sword or whatever. I think this game's problem is that art style and that whimsical nature of it kind of hides a lot of the fact that it's a pretty basic ass video game that doesn't really do a lot of interesting things outside of those one-offs. Like the majority of the game is that really kind of generic, like top-down platformer. And when you're doing those parts, it's not really that interesting. I also have a problem with the fact that these motherfuckers need to shut up. Like, every time Jot does something, they have to have like a 2 to 3 minute conversation about it. Like, he drops off a ledge and they're like, oh my god, Jot, I didn't know you could do that. Oh wow, that's amazing. And it stops the game. The game stops you from playing it way too often. And I find myself like trying to move the analog stick. Like, can I move? Nope. I'm stuck in a cutscene where we're going to talk about checks notes. Nothing. We've added nothing to the overall of this game. Also, why is the jump from a ledge a different button than the fucking jump button?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, whose brain did that go into? Like, when you go to a ledge and you know you got to jump off of it, and it's like, press Y. That's not the jump button.
Right.
That was just such a weird thing. Also, their stealth, insta-fail stealth, with them bugs. It's not like
that's the only.
It's not like it's hard. Yeah, it's not like it's hard, but it's like, okay, we're gonna put this annoying ass thing in this game that people hate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get it. Like, there's some weird choices in this game. And I don't know if they did the conversation thing because they're like, oh, if we get rid of this, the game is only, 4 hours or something. Like, I don't know how long it is, but it just feels like padding for the sake of padding. Yeah, it's like, feels like padding for the sake of padding. So it's not that I don't enjoy the game, but like, I understand why everybody stops talking about it. Because underneath the really cool visual style and like quirky one-off battles, it really is kind of like a kind of basic ass just adventure game. Like, there's nothing special about it.
I guess that's fair. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that. Yeah, that's What you got? What you think for your 15 minutes?
I've enjoyed what I've played so far, but again, I'm super early in. But the art style is ridiculous. I really like it.
Yeah, I love that part of the game.
It's neat. It's neat what they've done here. And I like I did one of the punch out style boss fights, and that was kind of fun too.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. So it was kind of neat. I really haven't looked up anything about this game, so I didn't really know what to expect coming into it. So I enjoyed I've enjoyed the different styles of gameplay that I've played so far, but again, I'm like 15 minutes in, so I'm sure that some of it'll get a little old after a while, but I'm just going to enjoy it while I can.
You playing on PlayStation Plus, I take it?
Yeah.
That's cool that it's there, for sure.
That is cool. I forgot about that.
Yep. Yeah, so that's where
I think
it was free.
I think what Ken is saying is fair. Like, it is, at the end of the day, just kind of a basic, adventure game. But that's only one part of it, and I think, and again, that's why I'm saying I can't really put my finger on why it hit me the way it hit me. But like I was sitting here with a smile on my face. Like, the game just made me feel good. Like, I have, as y'all know, I have, you don't know everything, but I have some shit going on, and it just, I don't know, it made me feel good. Like, yeah, the combat and stuff, walking around and moving the letters to solve puzzles, that kind of stuff is kind of cool. I don't want to talk about too much because, like Ryan said, like you didn't even know about that little punch out style thing. There's a lot of that stuff that you're going to run into where they kind of change up the gameplay, and you're like, oh wow, okay, I wasn't expecting this. Some of it's good, some of it's not. But it's different, like, and you won't be expecting it, which I think is nice from the game, and I think maybe that's what helped me kind of love it so much. And then the overall story of it, just the kind of story of friendship and bonds and kind of stuff. And I think that's why they do that too, Ken, why they kind of like hype each other up, like, oh man, hey, you did it, because everybody does it, because like Violet will have a chance to shine, and like Thrash will get a chance to shine later on.
I mean, I understand the hype moments, but like sometimes it's not even a hype moment. It's just like they're repeating something we've already talked about. Like, I almost feel like the game is treating me like I'm like brain dead or something. Because like they'll repeat the same thing. Like, how many times did they talk about the jumping in and out of the book? I'm like, okay, I get it. Yes, I can do that. Okay.
I got you.
We don't need to keep like, don't take away the control from me. Like, that is something that drives me crazy in video games, is when it takes away my control and it makes me just stand there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Gears walking segments drove me crazy.
I feel that, yeah.
Like, hold your finger to your ear and walk real slow. Ugh.
Real slow, yep.
Oh, God, I hate this crap.
I always figured that shit was like loading. Like it was loading something up ahead or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some weird things in video games that they still do, and I'm like, dude, nobody likes this, right? Just curious. I mean, it's a good game.
It is.
I don't know. I'm not loving it the way I wanted to love it, I think, is the problem.
Well, and again, that's why I love this show. Because you have this one topic and we have very different opinions of it. Because, yeah, and what you're saying is absolutely true. Like, it is very run of the mill. Like, there's not even, like, really combos. Like, you just kind of swing the sword, you throw the sword. You can call the sword back if it gets, like, jammed in a wall or something like that. You'll unlock like a charge attack later on. Like, you'll get some different attacks and stuff, but the combat is not, overly difficult. It is very, very kind of vanilla, one note. But yeah, I don't know. It was something about the combination of everything just really clicked for me. So
yeah, no, that happens. That happens.
Yeah,
sometimes
sure.
with weird games. Like, some people just love them a lot more than the other. Yeah, exactly. Like, I can't see, like, people who play it hate it, and people who don't play it hate it, and yet I'm still here, whatever. You want to talk about vanilla? Yeah, I played that this weekend. I hope you enjoy a win and a loss, because that's what you will do.
Man,
that game is that game is forcing 50-50 now. Like, I'm literally 37-37. Every time I win, the next game I lose. Like, the whole point of that game that was really driving me was the progression. And to work as hard as I did for how many ever years it was before they did that rank reset, I felt proud that I got up to Masters. And ever since they did that rank reset, I haven't climbed. I've stayed in the same rank for 3 seasons. So, like, where's the incentive to play?
Man, they got to do something. Man,
like, I think I play 1 day a week now, and it's usually for like an hour or 2.
Yeah, When is it the next patch or the next season that all those changes are happening?
No, it was this patch.
Oh, damn! And that didn't even fix the shit.
No. They're not focusing on my problem. They're focusing on other shit, which that other shit would have been cool if they hadn't reset the... I don't know why they did that at this point. I really don't. Like, for the people who've been playing as long as I have, to have your rank reset and for it to tell you that, no, you're not as good as you've built yourself up as. Like, that's just demoralizing if you think about it.
It definitely is.
Like, you played for 8 years, you reached this rank, it took you this long to get here. Well, we're just going to reset it, and you're going to go back to where you were 3 years ago. And then you're not going to move. season after season after season.
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah, like that's why I
Right?
play 1 day a week. I'm like, I don't even care.
Man.
Won't be long, Overwatch, before I'm not playing you anymore. And I'm not the only one. A lot of the guys that I watch on YouTube that do content for this game, they're playing other shit. They've never done that before.
They ain't playing Concord. I can tell you
No, they're not playing Concord.
that.
Anyway,
Oh shit.
so
Yeah,
if that's it for you, then we can move on to the Wombat, I guess.
that's cool because that's it.
Yeah, I mean that I don't really have much to talk about. I played a little bit more NBA. I got to write that review today. I'm not going to spend any more time talking about it on the show because we have beat it to death in the last 3 weeks. What else did I play? I played a lot of Vampire Survivors.
Hell yeah.
Because I just had like time on the couch or whatever.
You playing
so
any of the new DLC, or are you still playing the old game?
No, I just kind of started playing the original DLC, the Moon. Is it Moonspell?
Oh yeah, the Moon
Uh,
Spell. Is that the one that's like the arena?
no, it's the one that's like it almost looks like uh, Japanese or Chinese
Oh,
mythology.
the first level's like on the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's different. Yeah,
I need to get back into this game clearly because I don't even think I played any of the DLC.
yeah, the mountain's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's that game is incredible, and I'm sure there are plenty of things left for me to do in the original stuff. But I just checked out the DLC because uh, I hadn't played it yet. Sorry. So, but yeah, I've been playing a decent amount of that. Uh, I just unlocked the ability to hurry, where you can like go through levels or where you can make the timer go faster.
Oh God.
Nice.
Um, so that helps because it gets you to 30 minutes faster, but obviously it also means that you're getting bigger and harder waves of enemies
Yep.
without having as much time to power up. So it does make it a little tougher, but it's fun. So yeah, I've been playing a decent amount of that. I mentioned Plucky Squire already, but I really just started playing that. As Terrence mentioned, he and I played Helldivers this morning. That game is the new changes are really good. They're really smart changes.
Yeah.
The weapons feel a lot better. And if you are somebody who was worried about the difficulty, it's definitely still tough.
Yo, for sure. God.
So we Terrence and I had a good time, but a somewhat stressful time. Um, I'll put that back in the rotation now. As I start to as much as I can, considering I've got other stuff that I want to play. I played some more Star Wars Outlaws. I think I'm done with that. I don't know that I'm going to go back to it. I'm if wild hair catches me, I may play a little bit more of it, but I'm certainly not. I'm certainly not going to put my effort in to try to finish it before my Ubisoft Plus subscription runs out in a couple weeks. So,
What was the straw that broke the camel's back, or was
there
there any
wasn't there
particular?
wasn't really one.
Okay.
Just one of those things where it's like, oh, I've got time, I could play it, and thinking I don't really want to.
Got you. Yep.
So it's like, okay, well, if that's the way I feel about it, why am I wasting my time? So I'm gonna stop wasting my time.
Yep, there's plenty of shit to
Um,
play. You don't need to play shit you're not enjoying.
right,
Hell yeah.
exactly. Yeah. I think if there's anything else, I've got my PlayStation back in my gaming area and not in my son's. So I'm gonna try I mentioned before that he picked up Black Myth Wukong, so I'm going to try that as well.
It's a good game.
I want to at least play it before the end of the year so that it can be in my evaluation for my Game of the Year list. Because I haven't touched it, so I want to at least give it a shot. I think that's it.
All right. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to think. So I think my big project this week was I sat down Saturday and I took an old mini PC and installed Chimera OS on it, which is essentially like makes it like a Steam machine. And it works pretty well. Like I can load up Steam, run it from a controller. It's attached to my Steam account, so all my games are there, and it works kind of like a Steam Deck where it like tries to find for games that don't have controller support, like community controller configurations and stuff. Like it does all of that. It essentially just makes it think it's a Steam Deck. So that's pretty cool. I don't really have a big game to test on it, but everything I threw at it, that little mini PC seemed to run it pretty well. Usually between 720p and 1080p, so no issues yet. There's obviously a lot of games that don't work. Like I tried because you mentioned I do own the Legacy of Kain games on Steam.
Yep.
I got one of them to boot, and it was a little tiny window up in the top left corner, but the controller didn't work, so I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Nice.
Couple of them just didn't boot at all. Like they just fell down. But I was able to play Wacky Wheels, of all things. Which,
I don't even know I don't know what that is, bro. What is Wacky Wheels?
Oh man, I loved Wacky Wheels.
Wacky Wheels is essentially like the DOS version of Mario Kart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I ain't hip. Okay.
It worked, and it like matched my controller, and I was able to play it. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Nice.
Shadow Warrior, the old Shadow Warrior, the 3D Realms one, the way back one. Like you can map your sticks to a mouse, but it don't feel great.
You should try, and I don't know if I said this before, try going to the Steam store and look for demos. And like even if it's nothing that you really want to fuck with, just download a demo of something that's like, you know, a high quality game that you know is gonna push your shit so you can really test it to see what, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I could do that. Yeah, I guess I could. Like this mini PC that I put it on, I bought in 2023, so it's not like it's old.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
But it's obviously also not high end because it's a fucking mini PC. So
right. But that just means you ain't gonna be hitting like 4K 60 shit, but you ain't worried about all of that, right?
No, I've got the internal resolution set to 1080p, so I'm not trying to push it like crazy. Yep. But I ran MK9 without a hitch. Like it was blazing, felt good. So yeah, maybe I'll go grab a demo to see what it can handle.
Yeah, see if that, because I'm sure it's something that Final Fantasy. You can download that new Final Fantasy demo, because that's on Steam.
Yeah, I don't think the PC gonna run.
I don't think it's going. You have to put it on super low.
I was say the PS5 struggles to run that game at a locked 60, so yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
You ain't lying.
I just put a screenshot, Terrence, of Wacky Wheels in the Discord.
Hell yeah, baby! The penguin, or no, that's the shark. The shark is
the shark.
Yeah, I love Wacky Wheels.
Yeah, I had Wacky Wheels.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I had Wacky Wheel, the shareware version of Wacky Wheels on my 486, whatever it was, PC.
Nice.
Yep. Wacky Wheels is awesome. Those were the days of Wacky Wheels, Blake Stone, Corridor 7. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I remember Corridor 7.
Corridor 7, so good. So good.
It's good.
What did I play game wise? I'm like Ryan, like I go back to Star Wars Outlaws and I kind of dick around in it for like an hour maybe, and then I just kind of lose interest. I don't know, it's fine. It's just not great.
Again, that my issue with that game is that the core gameplay is not fun to me. So all the cool stuff around it falls apart for me because the core gameplay is not what I want to be doing. So it's like, even though some of the stuff seems cool and I have fun with some of it, it's like, okay, what I'm doing here is leading to another one of the kind of missions that I hate. So
yep,
why am I continuing to go back to it?
Yeah, that's usually where I fall off. Like when it's like they give me a mission, they're like, you need to sneak. Oh, okay, we're done.
Yeah, I'm good.
We're done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I hope
probably
they can fix it because it is a really good story. Like I hope they do another game and they kind of reevaluate and take out all that shit that everybody hates because it really is, like you said, when it fires and everything is kicking, like you really in that Star Wars, underworld life. But then they like sneak into this Imperial base and don't let nobody see you, and you're like, fuck.
yeah.
Like I don't even want to do it, kind of
That's
thing.
where I left off the other day. Was the
Oh, that part, yeah.
was hey, I'm in this Imperial base, like on the planet still.
Yep, that's the first one
Hey,
that you have to do.
okay, yeah. I'm like, I'm good. I'm all set. Thanks.
Yeah. What else am I playing? Oh, I'm playing the Looney Tunes game, but I can't talk about that till next week. So I'll tell two positive games I played. I'll start with Iron Meat. Do y'all like Contra?
Yes.
I enjoy Contra.
You need to play Iron Meat. Like this
Okay.
game is Contra. Konami just put out that Operation Galuga. This should have been Operation Galuga. Like this game is 100% Contra. It's like, it's gonna be short because it's like a shooter. So like probably like 2 hours to run through the whole thing. But it is like pinpoint controls, amazing soundtrack. It's got the Contra weapon system where you got two weapons. You can shoot things, drop different types of weapons. If you pick up the same weapon when you're on the particular weapon in your inventory slot, it upgrades that weapon to make it stronger. Got some crazy bosses, some really awesome pixel art. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with this game outside of like the replayability's a little low because the only thing you unlock is like new skins for your soldier. So there's not like a whole big reason to go back through it. But like everything else about this game is probably the best Contra game that's been made since God. What was the last really good Contra game? Was that on PS2?
Shattered
Probably.
Soldier.
Yeah, Shattered Soldier. Like this game, Konami should call the people that make this game to make the next Contra because that's exactly what this is, and it's amazing.
What's it on?
It's everything. So it's on Switch,
Okay.
PC, PlayStation, Xbox. Like it's everywhere. So, I may have a code for it on Friday because I got a review code. I think it'll probably be in the indies. So,
Gotcha.
if anybody wants to check it out, let me know. But yeah, if you like Contra, you need to play this game. It's really, really good. And then the other game I've been playing, I just got when it released, was Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Do you like Dead Rising?
I liked it. Just not
it's
enough to really care about this. Like I did play all of them though. Like
I mean,
have played all of them.
It's essentially that game with a new coat of paint, but they have made some really massive quality of life changes. So the game auto saves now, which is huge.
Oh man, yeah.
So every time the game loads, it auto saves. So that's super nice. Also, you get PP faster.
Oh, that's cool.
So like before I even went down into the mall, I already had like 3 of the moves.
Oh,
like
nice.
my character
that
was
is
already
awesome.
like level 7 or 8, I think. Like it goes up really fast. The boss fights when you have to use a gun now almost feel like too easy because you can move while you're shooting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like there's no challenge to. There is an option to play with the old controls, but who the fuck wants to do that?
Right. Like that's no. It's like playing fucking Resident Evil 2 with the tank controls. I ain't gonna go back to that.
Yep, it's literally an option,
Like
and
that
it goes back to that conversation we had earlier about like I want to see everything in 140p. Like motherfucker,
Yep.
I don't want these old things. Like, give me the new shits.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like literally that first boss battle with Carlito where you have to climb up on the food court area.
Yep.
Like I was literally just able to like strafe his ass on the platform and just shoot him. Like took me like 2 minutes.
Huh.
Like it's so much easier that you can move and shoot. Like it's not even. It's hilarious. Here's a cool thing. So like the costumes that you can get now, like you can change the music in the mall based on the costume. So like I was running around to some Mega Man Battle Network music in the Mega Man Battle
nice.
Network costume.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
Also, there's a Tron Bond costume.
Nice.
Of course.
Good.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you like Dead Rising, this is basically like, hey, we kind of modernized it. It's still the same game. So like you're still picking up shit and just plastering people with stupid weapons and it's goofy fun. I don't know how I feel about the new Frank.
Is it a different voice actor?
Yeah, it's a different dude. And it's kind of weird to hear him not be Frank West. I think is a little weird.
Gotcha.
But other than that, like I'm having a ball. If you ever enjoy Dead Rising, like definitely pick this up. Like it's really really good. Oh, was there anything else before we move on? I don't think so. It's definitely busy season, so there's a lot of games out there. But let's talk about what is coming this week, which I know a couple of us have a couple of these games. Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, we've got an arcade? An arcade? I don't know.
An arcade, like anarchy?
It's ANARKADE.
Yeah, probably. It's probably supposed to be like anarchy, only an arcade.
Gotcha. Beyond Galaxy Land, Bloomtown, a different story. Control Alt Ego. Haha, that's funny. Disney's Epic Mickey Rebrushed, which I know we have that.
Mm-hmm.
One we don't have that I'm super disappointed that I will definitely be hopefully checking out this week is Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns. Mortal Kombat 1 may finally come out. Like it might be done.
It's complete. I just
like
thought about that.
they're making a ton of changes to this game with this patch, so I'm super excited to get back into it.
I didn't even realize that. I just want to see the story stuff because the story was really good.
Yeah, I'm excited to play through
trailer.
the new story and the new characters, and they seem to have added a lot of other stuff. I mean, obviously, Animalities is cool, which, by the way, even the guest characters have Animalities.
Oh, that is cool. Okay.
So
that's a free update too, ain't it?
The Animalities is, yes. The story thing is not.
Well, yeah.
So I'll be interested. Like, imagine sitting around trying to come up with how many characters are in that game. Like 30-something animals that you got to do. Jesus.
Yeah.
Speaking of animals, Planet Zoo Console Edition. Remnant 2: The Dark Horizon. Didn't Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown already come out?
Yes.
I don't know.
Last week.
Okay, because it's on here again. Maybe it's like the poor people version.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Don't buy that game. It's really not good.
I saw some videos.
Yeah, it's bad. Like I've been playing it for like 3 weeks, and I'm like, this is a bad video game. Like they don't want me to review it. Let's just say that because my review will not be very. I was gonna review it, and then remember when it came out, they reset all my progress. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Okay, you pissed me off now.
Yep.
Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Void Shadow. So there's your Warhammer game for the week.
Yeah, except Rogue Trader is supposed to be very, very good.
It is.
I've heard,
like that.
I've heard positive things about Rogue Trader.
Yeah, it's but set time aside because it basically is Baldur's Gate 3, but in the Warhammer universe. So
Jesus Christ! Can we get back to like 10 to 15 hour games, please?
Apparently not, because this definitely ain't.
Zom Farm, 63 days. Dude, if you're farming, if it's like a farming simulator with zombies, I might be down with that. Like that sounds something cool. Astria 6-Sided Oracles, Cat Rescue Story, Creepy Tale, Some Other Place, Exographer, Games Event Calendar 2024. Jesus Christ. Iron Meat, which I talked about. Check that game out. Seriously. Monopoly, just plain straight ass Monopoly. That's crazy. Pocket Harvest, Shiny Ski Resort, Crossbow Blood Knight.
Crossbow Blood Knight.
That's what it's called. EA Sports FC 25. It's weird not calling it FIFA.
Well, yeah, they lost that license, I think.
Well, they turned it down because FIFA wanted like $1 billion for the license.
Oh.
EA was like, fuck that.
My son was playing that. No. Yeah, FC Soccer.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
my
it's
son
good. It
was
stands
playing
for
that this
Football
morning.
Club.
Yeah.
Egg Boy. Whatever that is.
Egg Boy.
Egg Boy. I wonder if that's the origin story of Dr. Robotnik.
Ha.
Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. And NHL 25, the rich people version, the deluxe edition.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody still really play NHL? Like, I don't ever hear anybody talk about it.
I don't either.
PlayStation 5 is pretty much the same stuff, but Cocoon is coming to PlayStation 5. That's a pretty cool game. You should check that out. Classic Racers Elite, Rusty Rabbit, Go Mecha Ball, El Paso Elsewhere, which is also another pretty neat little game. One Last Breath, and Reynatus, which Jade just sent me his review for that. PlayStation 4, Xbox One's probably pretty light. Yep, we're starting to wind those consoles down finally after 4 years. Pretty much the same games. There's Golfing in Aether on Xbox. I don't know what that is. And everything else is the same. Let's take a look at the Switch, because of course, man, I had like a huge epiphany with the Switch this week of like, man, even like simple shit kind of runs bad on that thing. So I was playing that game Anthony talked about, that Emochapon game.
Yeah.
Man, every time you turn the camera, it like stutters.
Oh man.
And and it looks like a PS2 game. I'm like, what are we doing?
Jeez.
And like when I was playing Backaroo, I was like, I like this game, but man, this variable frame rate is driving me crazy.
Console's what, 8 years old now?
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but like it still
Backaroo.
sucks.
Backaroo runs really well on PC.
See, that's the thing, is
on
like I
Steam.
wish I'd have got the PC version now because I could do it on my little Steam Deck thing, but I didn't have it then.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just like the little things like that just drive me crazy. So, all right, Nintendo Switch, we've got Samurai Katana Rampage Stickman Saga. That's a big one.
Sweet.
Ice Cream Wars. Yeah, that's important. Aura of Worlds. Food Boy. Man, that Mortal Kombat 1 is on Switch. I keep forgetting about that.
Oh, well, those 4 people, they still want to play it.
Okay, I'm going to try to say this. Jalico LLE Famicom version BioWarrior Dan the Increaser War.
I don't know what that is. What? That's the whole title?
That's the whole
Jesus
title.
Christ.
3 Minutes to Midnight, a comedy graphic adventure. Wow, that took a turn. Balls DX. Car turning simulator. Okay, so now we're just making simulators about turning a car. Like, okay. Cash Cow DX. Cat Rescue Story. Where is it? Colorizing Good Times. Core Keeper. Destructure Among Debris. Drift Odyssey. Earth Defense Force World Brothers 2. That's also on PlayStation. I wonder why it wasn't on that list. Luna 3X. Night Slasher's remake is also on everything. Why isn't it on every other one? I don't know. Nintendo Switch Hyrule Edition. Paper Dash Las Vegas. Population Quiz. Resoap. Restaurant Cooking Simulator. Revive of the Moon. Ricky Recharge. Rope Hope. Silver Axe, the Honest Elf. Spinning Puzzle, Compare the Universe. The Holy Gosh Darn.
The Holy Gosh Darn.
That's what it's called, sorry.
Nice.
The Worms Armageddon Anniversary Edition. I think that's on everything as well. Zombie Attack, Zombie Survival Shooter. Arrow, Anime Girls Military Strike,
Oh my god.
Doll Dress Up, Drawcon Cafe, Dreamland Farm, Firebat Revolution, Murder is Game Over Deal Killer,
Okay.
One Last Breath, Parkour, Bullet Frenzy, FPS Physics Slow Motion, Zombie Survivor. Okay, one game. Whew. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. There we go.
Oh, is that tomorrow or Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yep. I'm excited. New Zelda, baby.
It looks good.
Yeah, I will be playing that. Faux show. All right. Time to do some news. Let's start with Xbox. New Game Pass games. Hey, they didn't step on a whole lot of rakes this week, so let's give them a little credit. Okay. New Xbox Game Pass games. Wargroove 2, Frostpunk 2, and Aura History Untold. I really feel like Game Pass is just... I don't know, man. These drops ain't been... Like, they're good games. Like, I don't know, it just feels light. Especially since you don't have anything else. Like, you literally just have Game Pass. You don't have games with gold, like all that stuff.
Right. No, you're right.
The creator of Renatus said they would like to do an Xbox version, but there's simply not enough demand from Japanese consumers for Xbox, and the team has no experience working with the console.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
I
I didn't heard the last part of that quote. I only heard the first part.
That's the only part anybody talks about. There's no
Well,
audience for
that gets the clicks. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But why do you think there's a story this week about Silent Hill's exclusivity? Like, they announced that when they ran the first debut trailer in 2022. Like, we already knew it was a one-year exclusive. And then, like, 30 websites ran that story again this week, which is just weird. The rent must have been due.
It is
Right.
close to the end of the month. So, yeah.
Speaking of Japanese games, Xbox has announced their Tokyo Game Show showcase is on September 26th. That is 7 p.m. Japan Standard Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time, which I believe is 6 a.m. our time.
Oh.
Was it? Yes, 3 a.m.
Yes, 3 a.m. Pacific
Yeah.
is 6 a.m. our time.
Correct.
Okay. Well, we can.
I'll check it out when I wake up.
Right.
On
exactly.
Friday, I guess, is when that is. September 26th, Japan time. So that'd be Thursday night. So, yeah, 6 a.m. Friday morning for us.
They tease it, and you probably have this, but ain't Jez teasing something?
Yeah, so the rumor from Jez is that it's Final Fantasy 16 and the Pixel remasters. Final Fantasy Remake is still coming, but a ways out. So I still believe that doesn't drop until the third game drops. So, but there may be something else. I don't know. Like, I also don't know if 16 and Pixel are going into Game Pass, or if they're just going to be available, or what's going on. Xbox is ending the Ambassadors program on October 15th. It's been running for 13 years, and I still don't know what those people did. So,
You know what's crazy? I'm actually one of them.
What do you do?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. So I'm gonna tell you. You go to a website, right? And you sign up. You say, "I want to be an ambassador," and they ask you a bunch of questions. You gotta be like, do you promise to make sure inclusivity and be nice to people and help people?" And I'm like, "Sure, fuck it, whatever." And so they send you these like little questions or like quizzes about different games and stuff, and you can unlock. Like, you do these and you get points that you can turn around to get like different stuff. But like, to get anything good, like the system and stuff, it's like fucking 100,000 something crazy. So like, but you can get like desktop wallpapers and stuff like that.
Oh,
but
boy.
yeah, it's just, you're just
boy.
basically spreading the goodwill of Xbox. And like, you know, if you see somebody on Twitter or Twix being like, "Hey, I can't get this to work," you're supposed to be like, "Hey, buddy, I'm an ambassador. Let me help you out with that. It's that type of thing.
So pointless.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'm glad that ran for 13 years because I see people say I'm an Xbox ambassador. I was like, okay.
Yep. People have it on their little Twix things and everything. Like I don't have all that up there like that because it's whatever. But yeah, that's all it is.
Congratulations, you're a shill. Was that what I'm supposed to say?
I guess, yeah.
Calling Terrence a shill?
Yeah.
Listen, I mean that's fine. I guess maybe I was at the time. Like I said, I don't even remember why I did it. I think because it was like you gotta I don't even think I have it on my Xbox thing anymore. But it was like at the time you got a little badge on your Xbox card.
Dude, who looks at the fucking badges on your Xbox?
Well, yeah, I mean no one. But I was like, oh, that's neat. I want that. So
So you were a shill. Let's see, I wasn't incorrect in what I said.
Okay, well, I mean, I copped to it. I said, I guess for a minute I was.
Motherfucker,
so, yeah.
You ain't, like, you got the diamond card, then you the real OG.
Okay. No. See, I ain't got
I had one. I had a diamond card.
Dang. Yeah, no, I ain't have all that.
That's right. I'm the original shill.
I have a diamond card. I don't know where it is.
Dude, I don't either. It's in a box somewhere. So if it's not in the trash, like, that thing was so fucking useless. Alright, now, while Microsoft was away, PlayStation did play and stepped on all kinds of rakes this week. Let's go! Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered has been leaked, coming to PS5 and PC.
Yeah, and listen, as I said on the Discord, I am a huge fan of Horizon, and I don't even have any interest in this remaster. I'm not really sure what we're doing here.
I swear to Christ, if this is their push for PS5 Pro, what are we doing?
Listen, are you not excited to see Aloy's follicle of hair look really, really good?
It already does on PlayStation 5 from the PS4 version.
Yes,
but
correct.
listen, now it's going to look better.
You're going to need to do some fucking Digital Foundry zoom-in bullshit.
Well, that's the only thing anybody's doing anyway.
That's all they're doing. Yeah. Like
when the entire purpose of this console is for Digital Foundry zoom-in bullshit. Like,
yeah. Like basically Sony is helping to pay Digital Foundry's bills for a little bit with this because they gonna make hella videos off this. You already know. But like when they was playing the little trailer showing Final Fantasy, like, yes, and you see here you have 7 million quadrugalix, and over here you have 7 clocks, and it makes it look better. And I'm like, nigga, it's the same fucking image. What are you talking about? Like,
I'll try to figure out if those words you just said are like offensive.
Listen, that's what I was trying to figure out when he was telling me. I was like, sir, you're telling me these words, but you're showing me the exact same thing. You're trying to hustle me. Like, if I saw you on the street, I'd punch you in the dick. Like, you try to take my money. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, okay,
crazy.
Let me clarify. Like, I have no problem if you're into that stuff that they do that. But when the guys...
no, I don't care about that.
But when the guys from Digital Foundry go on Twitter and they're like, I can't believe how awful this game looked before, I was like, excuse me?
He did
like,
that.
Like,
I saw
awful?
that.
Like, that may be a better choice of word. Because I think that's what the people were hanging on, because he had like 1,000 replies to it. I'm like, choose a better word.
Man, yeah, I think I said something sarcastic too, because I come on there and talk some shit and get off, because I can't get time to play. Like, I saw that, like, when y'all post like people saying shit, I'm like, let me go fuck with this nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck on here for real. But yeah, I saw he said that, and I'm like, my brother in Christ, like, I hope they rake you over the coals. This looks the same. How can you say it looked awful before? Like, was you playing Final Fantasy VII like on the PlayStation 1? Like, is that what are we doing?
I just I can't get over the hyperbole is what I can't get past. Like, if you like zooming in on that shit and you find it interesting, that's cool. Like that Digital Foundry does a good job of that.
They do. For those people that like that type of breakdown, they do.
But like, don't show me 2 images that are like, if we had 2 TVs set up and you showed them to me side by side, I'd probably be able to notice. But if you like just showed me one, I'd be like, that looks fine.
See, and you know what else though? Like a lot of that, what you're saying is right. Like it depends on what I'm looking at it, the image on, and whatever. So like, yeah, you can't just show a still and be like, yeah, this is just looks great. My brother, what?
Like who be zooming in on Cloud's eyeball that close? Like
Right? Like who's doing this?
I mean, they zoom in on other parts of that game real close, but it ain't Cloud's eyeball. I'm just
No, it is not.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about all that.
My poor baby Tifa. God dang it.
okay.
I do just want to say, Terrence, when you said that you get on Twitter and talk shit and then dip, it was very much I got mind control over Debo. When he says shut up, I'll be quiet. When he leave, I'm talking again. So, this is the first thing that went through my mind.
Now, I just want to go on before we go too deep into more news. That wasn't even the worst remaster that's rumored for this State of Play, which is supposed to happen this week, by the way.
Oh.
The other remaster
Yeah. Go ahead.
is supposedly Days Gone.
Right. Because I'm Negro Damas out this motherfucker.
You did call it 100%.
Fucking who is asking for that one?
The dudes that made it. They
No,
like,
they're
look,
not.
y'all,
They're mad.
We tired of hearing them bitch. Let's just remaster this game and go all out. Oh, yeah, I don't know what Sony is doing, man. They're taking a year off, I think, is what's happening.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, they would have already announced stuff that was coming next year. So we really, like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Well, the next story is about Concord's game director, Ryan Ellis. He's reportedly stepped down, and the staff at Firewalk Studios are said to be in limbo while they wait Sony's decision on the future of Concord.
Oh my God. So that means that they ain't even they weren't even working on anything else then.
Nope.
So they literally, like, dude left, their game is dead, like, all the way. So they just like, so do we come in today? Or because, like, what?
Yeah, it's not like they're making updates for Concord.
Right. Like, it's right. So, like, what are we? They about to close. Damn.
So much money for a game that lasted 2 weeks.
Yep. Trying to chase that dragon.
Oh my God. Man, I can't wait to watch a documentary about this game. Truly.
Same.
All right. So last week we talked a lot about the PlayStation 5 Pro. And, like, nobody was like, yeah, let's get the PlayStation 5 Pro, outside of the normal grifters and, bootlickers. And then PlayStation said, well, you know what? We're going to make it look like the PS1. And then everybody lost their shit.
Yeah, everybody was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I could get a PS5 Pro.
Except there's only going to be 12,300 of them.
Right.
And you got to buy it in a bundle that's over $1,000.
That's going to be a no for me, Greg. I don't think.
Well, they'll sell all 12,300 of them, for sure.
Oh, for sure. It's for sure they will.
And for those of you wondering why it's such a weird number, it does have a meaning. The original PlayStation was launched on December 3rd.
I was about to say, yeah, what did it come out on the 3rd?
Yep, December 3rd in Japan, 1994, I believe. All right, that's all the Sony rakes I have right now. I am not even going to attempt, like, even if I wanted it, like, there's no way I would even attempt to fight with that website when only 12,000 other things are going to be available. No way.
Yeah, no.
Sony, you can send me one. You can send me one of them controllers, too, because that thing is fucking awesome.
Yeah, the controller's cool.
Those are going to sell out, I'm sure. Like, because those, they're not limited, are they? Or is the whole set limited to?
I think it's just the console that's limited. I don't think the controllers are, but they're still going to be a pain in the ass to get.
Yeah.
Except unless you're a bootlicker, then they'll just send you one for free.
Oh, yeah. Paris go get one. He going to be like, I just want to say thanks to my friends at Sony for sending me this 35th anniversary. Sony, my nose ain't shiny right now, but yeah, that's, you can't see me, but yeah, that's what he gonna do. I thank you guys for sending it. You see this? Look at these slick lines. Reminds me of when I got my PlayStation back on September 3rd. I was there, day one. All right, guys, see me on Kind of Funny. Anyways.
Christ. Don't come after me. I didn't say nothing.
Nah, you bring that smoke to me. Listen, you bring that smoke to me. Shit, don't come at them. Bring it to me, please. All right, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna move on to Nintendo because who hates Nintendo? Nobody.
No one.
Nobody.
Yeah, everybody loves Nintendo.
If you hate Nintendo, get the fuck out of here.
Right?
So they added 4 more Super Nintendo games to Nintendo Switch Online. These games are Battletoads Double Dragon, Big Run.
It's a great game, but very hard.
It's extremely hard. And
Listen.
you shouldn't play it on Nintendo Switch Online. You should play it on a simulator so you can cheat. That's what you should.
So I did that, but I didn't cheat because I thought it was hard, but I didn't remember. Fuck, that game is hard.
Yeah,
Bruh.
I could have told you that. Shit.
It's very hard.
Oh my God.
Big Run, Cosmo Gang the Puzzle, and Kunio-kun no Dodgeball Da-yo Zinin Shugo. I know I probably butchered that.
Yep.
Did you just cast a spell?
I
What
did.
is that?
I did. I summoned Beetlejuice.
Nice.
But yeah, most of the other 3 of these games are Japanese games. Like I loaded up the Switch this weekend and updated my Super Nintendo one. Yeah, they're all like Japanese box art. So, like you motherfuckers ain't out of U.S. games yet. Like get on the shit. Nintendo has announced the end of regular updates for Splatoon 3. So,
I guess Splatoon. Ooh, you know what? That's cool because maybe Splatoon 4 is going to launch with the new Switch. That'd
Could be.
dope. I
yeah,
like
it's
the
gonna
Splatoon
be
games.
it's gonna be Splatoon 2 again with one more thing.
Oh, well, that's all those games.
Grezzo, the developers of Ever Oasis, confirmed as the developers for The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Like, why is this always a news story? Like, why don't?
No, because they're always so secretive about who the developers are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why don't Nintendo
Right.
just say it? It's not like you're gonna hide it when it comes out. Like, who cares? Okay. Nintendo is filing a lawsuit against Pocket Pair, creators of Power World, an infringement of patent rights. Pocket Pair responded, said that they were told about which patent they used, and they will be fighting the lawsuit. Godspeed against Nintendo's lawyers. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I think I read a thing today that said they've never lost a lawsuit in Japan that they
does,
filed.
yeah, that doesn't shock me. Nintendo's lawyers are like fucking Jesus.
Yeah. You know what though? I don't know. That's just weird. It's super petty because I guess it boils down to them throwing the ball. Like the fact that it's a 3D
mechanic.
character. Yeah, it's the capture mechanic. Like the whole process of throwing the ball in 3D and having to aim it and shit like that. And it's like, how can you patent that? Like, it's literally throwing a ball. Like, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, good luck to them. Whew,
Yeah, I mean,
good
they're
luck to
gonna
them.
need it. They ain't winning that shit. I'm just saying.
They're gonna have a
No.
GoFundMe. We need help with our legal fees, y'all. Look, now,
Yeah.
y'all game was fun, but it wasn't that fun. Now, look.
Okay. Also, there were some images leaked from a Chinese website that looked like the Switch 2 prototypes. And I think the funniest comment I saw online was just somebody going, "It's just a bigger Switch." Like, brother, I hate to tell you about video games, but let me tell you about video games.
Right?
Like, if it's going to be a Switch 2 instead of like a new type of console, it's probably just going to look like a bigger Switch.
Yeah.
So, that's okay. It's fine. Alright, let's talk about some game release dates. Sony announced Freedom Wars Remastered, which is coming to everything on January 10th, except for Xbox. Because
Yeah, so I don't know what that is.
it's an old
Dude.
PSP game that's like Monster Hunter, if I remember
Yes.
correctly.
So I watched the thing on it because I didn't know what it was, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is, and I saw it pop up, and I was, yes, it's like Monster Hunter, but it's like guns. It's like you're way faster, like combat wise, than Monster Hunter. It's not the slow attacks, and like you have a gun and a melee weapon, and you have like this thorn ability where you can like hold creatures down, and it's co-op too, of course. So you're fighting like in a group, but yeah, it's that type of thing. So you're like fighting giant creatures every time you go out.
It's
Alright,
also
I'll check it out.
It's also a first-party PlayStation game, so like a lot of people are like, "Why isn't that on Xbox?" Well, because it's a first-party PlayStation game, and they're like, "But it's on Switch." I'm like, "Yeah, but PlayStation don't care about Switch."
Right.
Clock Tower Rewind got a release date of October 29th. That's coming to everything. What else we got here? Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition is getting a Series X and PS5 version on October 15th. Okay.
All right.
Like, it's such a weird pull, like the second game. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's apparently free too for both if you own the game. So, Skate launches next year into early access. What are we doing? Like, didn't they announce this thing like 2 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
And it's
was might have been longer than that. It was a while ago.
just now going into early access in 2025. Like, geez, well, you got like two dudes working on this in a closet. Like, what are we doing? What else? Scrolling through. We talked about a lot. G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra launches September 26th. Only on PC. Fishbowl. It's going to PlayStation and PC. A lot of games announced for PC on here. I have not heard of
Fishbowl.
Fishbowl is one of them.
Fishbowl?
I don't know. Yellow Taxi Go Vroom. Dunk, The Edge of Allegoria.
Dunk.
Okay, Dunk sound like somebody's nephew down south. Okay, stop playing. Like that's Dunk is probably one of my fucking cousins for real.
That one's coming to Switch and PC, but I got the game for you right here. And I bet you in a million years you'll never be able to guess the consoles it's coming to. This game is called Inspector Waffles Early Days. It's coming to two platforms.
Coming to PlayStation and Switch.
Nope.
Coming to Switch
and PC
and 3DS.
You're close, but no.
Oh shit!
Game Boy, original Game Boy.
Game Boy Color and PC.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Fishbowl is a visual novel, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let me see what Dunk is besides Terrence's cousin.
Dunk. What up, Dunk?
It is exactly what you think it is. Dunk with or on your friends in Dunk, a multiplayer action basketball arcade party game full of chaotic fun.
Okay.
Familiar platforming controls plus unique stretchy arm controls make for nail-bitingly tough matches. Dress up your dunker and get ready to dunk across the universe.
Dress up your
dunker. It kind of looks a little bit to me like if you mixed basketball with like Runbow.
Oh God, I remember that game.
That elephant? Is that what that was?
No, that was Timbo, the badass elephant. Runbow's like an auto runner, right?
A racing game.
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing where you had to race. Here, hold on. Let me.
It's like got like real colorful, like rainbow style.
That game did. Yeah, this it's pretty colorful, but it just, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of that, I guess.
I think that's got to be the tagline of the show. What up, Dunk?
Yep.
All right, let's see.
Oh goodness.
Here's a screenshot of Dunk.
Cousin, you got to say what up, cousin Dunk.
What up, cousin Dunk?
There you go.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh, that actually looks cool.
Yeah, as I said, it does not look like what I pictured in my head, but
no, not at all. Huh.
Devil May Cry anime is coming to Netflix in April of 2025.
Excited for that.
What else we got here? Power Wash Simulator. Power Wash Simulator Shrek comes out October 10th.
Power Wash Simulator Shrek?
Yeah. So you can
cool.
You can like Shrek in a bathtub. You can just power wash his grundle.
Oh, wow. Okay, suddenly it got a lot less cool. Wow.
Okay. I'm all right without Shrek's grundle.
2 Point Museum. You're washing my grapes. Oh shit!
Dunk.
You're washing my dunk.
shit.
2 Point Museum launches March 4th for next gen and PC. Again, I don't know why it's news, but Silent Hill is a year exclusive for PS5 and PC until October 8th of 2025. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii launches February 28th.
Yep.
That looked cool.
Starring Samoa Joe. Well, not starring Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Including Samoa Joe.
Yeah. I am excited for that.
Sega is bringing back Rent-A-Hero after 30 years.
That's so crazy. I was thinking about that game
the
other day.
Hold on.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
It's an NFT game.
Okay. Well, okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
Moving on. Damn it. What? Why do we do this?
NFT game. I thought that whole thing jumped the shark like a year and a half ago.
I did
too.
We still doing this?
Yeah, some people are still doing this.
Jesus.
Behavior Interactive and Midwinter Entertainment have canceled Project T, which is a co-op PvE shooter set in the world of Dead by Daylight.
Oh, damn. I just heard about that. Like, I saw a video. They were like, yeah, we're going to have some playtest. Nah, it's dead. Okay.
Yeah, it's dead.
And he's gone. Dragon's Dogma 2 had a title update 2, which is now available on all platforms. Includes a casual mode.
Really? They lowered the difficulty.
Well, they made it harder to be encumbered and like made fairy stones cheaper. So like it didn't actually make the game easier. It just took away some of the bullshit.
That is probably the game I missed the most because I had to uninstall it because we have so many other stuff going on. I'm like, man, I want to go back to Dragon's Dogma. That game is so good.
Just uninstall NBA and you have plenty of space.
That's true.
I already did that. Like, yeah, I did that when I was man. That game is huge.
It's huge.
According to Reuters, Intel lost the PlayStation 6 chip contract to AMD in 2022. They lost a dispute over profit margins, as Broadcom was also part of the bidding. Why are we talking about PlayStation 6? Like, really?
I don't know, but it's not. You can't really say Intel lost the contract because AMD's been making it for the last several consoles, right? It's not.
Yeah.
The last several consoles were AMD.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So they may not have won the contract from Sony, but it's not like that's a change.
Man, it's crazy to think that we'll probably hear about the new Xbox next year and the new PlayStation the year after that. It's crazy.
Yeah, this gen's been going on a lot longer than you think it has. It's already been 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years, and Jesus Christ, we still don't have a reason to buy one. It's wild.
What's that make us that already own both of
them? Suckers.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah. But we're used to that. We've been that way since beginning of time. Here's a question. Do you see yourself rushing to buy the new ones?
It depends on what kind of games there are to play.
Same.
But like, what if it's like this gen where there's like just better versions of the games we already have?
Then probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Probably not day one, yeah.
Like, I feel like we're getting to the point where our consoles are going to be like our phones. Like, they all do the same shit. You just need to upgrade it, like, intermittently, not necessarily when a new one comes out.
Right, and I would rather upgrade it mittently.
Oh, shit. The creator of the original Flappy Bird came out and confirmed that he has nothing to do with the new announced Flappy Bird clone.
Yeah.
What do we got? Capcom's TGS 2024 online program.
Which is also an NFT game.
Yes, it is. Capcom's TGS 2024 online program set for September 26th at 7 a.m. Pacific time. So that's 10 a.m. Wow, there's like nothing here. So it's all old games. So Street Fighter 6, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, Arcade Classics Collection, Dead Rising, Ace Attorney, Monster Hunter Now, and Monster Hunter Wild. So no new games, at least in that lineup.
You know, I almost feel like the Tokyo Game Show has kind of become like just very customer facing. Like we only get shown, the stuff that's already been announced and shit. But I bet there's going to be like closed door stuff that they're, what I mean, that they're showing, because there's no way that, at our, we're supposed to be our best of best. We just gonna be like, oh yeah, y'all don't forget we got this coming. Yeah, we just saw that at E3, at Gamescom, at whatever the other show was.
That's why we have too many of these shows. Like,
actually, yeah, I think that's like, man.
Is there still like 4 PAXs or something? Like nothing ever comes out of PAX. Like
no,
that's just a reason for people to go and smell each other. That's what that's for.
What's sad is I really want to go to PAX.
It's cool.
Day.
It's cool to go once. That's all you need. Just once.
Yeah.
Crafton CEO, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name because it's going to sound bad, said this about the last-minute acquisition of Tango Gameworks. We don't think Hi-Fi Rush 2 is going to make us money, to be frank. Tango Gameworks are creative. They want to try something new, and we want to do more of that. This is the same company that shut down the guys that made Callisto Protocol when it flopped.
Right. The thing that's sending me with that is we didn't buy them to make money. Nigga, what? What you buy them for then? Like,
that's one of those things where it's like, we didn't buy you to make money, and then the game will come out, it doesn't make money, and they'll be like, well, sorry, we got to shut you down because your game didn't make money.
Right.
Like, motherfucker, all the signs were there. Microsoft closed them. You bought them. You said they weren't going to make money. They didn't make money.
Right.
Like, that's on you.
I don't know. I think I do think there's a chance that Hi-Fi Rush 2 can make money.
I think so.
Especially if they advertise it well. But it's definitely not going to be it's not going to be like a massive giant monster success. But I think it could make money.
It could make money if they managed it correctly.
The engine's already built, right? So that's some startup cost that you don't have.
Yep. Capcom is updating multiple games for Windows Live titles on Steam to make them available again, including Lost Planet 2, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Ultra Street Fighter 4, and Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
I do like the Lost Planet games, but it's been so long since I played them, I wonder if they hold up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm curious about that too, because I like them as well.
Vince Impella has given the first details about the new Battlefield. It will be modern day, 64-player maps, classic classes coming back. Specialists said Battlefield 3, 4, and 1942 are peak, and it entered full production earlier this year.
Cool.
EA also announced the Star Wars Jedi series has surpassed 40 million players, and that the next entry in the series will be the last one.
Yeah, and that it's in development, which I think we kind of already knew. But
yeah,
that game just came out on PS4 and Xbox One this week, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I am very curious because when I read that, I started thinking like where that's going to end, like how they're going to end his, the story with all of that.
They got a couple options, I think, at this point. So
I think so. It's pretty exciting. Yeah, I think it's pretty exciting.
I love those games. I am all in for another one.
Mm-hmm.
EA also announced they're no longer working on The Sims 5. Instead, The Sims 4 continues with additional updates. They're still working on the multiplayer feature.
I figured that was going to happen when I heard that The Sims 4 was going free to play. And they have a new competitor apparently entering the ring in the sim space, because my wife downloaded like the demo. I forget what it's called. It's some weird title, but like the graphics are like the fucking people look realistic. Like it's crazy.
Fucking, what was that Life game?
Yeah, I don't remember what that was.
It was something Life, wasn't it?
About. Yeah, it was, but it got canceled not too long ago.
New marathon details according to the Games Post. Considering a $40 price tag, class-based, not a hero shooter like Escape from Tarkov, but with a Bungie twist. Currently only 2 maps are playable. They're putting extra effort into Marathon's new player experience. And
I don't know what Tarkov is.
Okay.
Yeah.
My son plays Tarkov.
It's like
Is
a
it Battle
survival open
Royale?
world game, right?
I have no idea. I've never
Okay.
actually seen him play it. I just know it's a shooter.
Yeah,
Mm.
I just wasn't sure if it was like a Battle Royale or if it was
I thought it was
like
like a
a.
survival game where like you dump people in and you gotta escape the map, but you have like survival elements or something. I don't know. I don't play it.
That sounds actually kind of cool. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into this. All right.
The Watchdog movie has wrapped filming. I didn't even know it started.
I didn't even know. Right. Who's in it? Who's playing Aiden Pierce?
Glenn Powell. I don't know.
Who is this guy? Oh.
I legitimately don't know who's playing Aiden Pierce. I don't know.
I got you. No, I didn't know it was filming either.
What else we got? Netflix is working on another cyberpunk anime. In Dreams has laid off 17.5% of its staff. That sucks. Touch Arcade is shutting down. And combination to our story earlier, Behavior Interactive is shutting down Mind Winter Entertainment, the company whose game just got canceled.
Well, okay.
All right. Just a quick numbers. Console share in Asia, excluding Japan. PlayStation 4 and 5 accounts for 39.7. Nintendo Switch accounts for 32.1. Shockingly, Xbox accounts for 16.8. I expected it to be lower than that. And then other plus legacy is 11.4%. Well, I saw the Xbox numbers the other day, and apparently it's like 60 million to 30 million, so it's basically 2 to 1. Like, according to the internet, I thought it was like 5 to 1.
Yeah, they hype stuff up,
30 million's a
Xbox.
lot of consoles. Like, people
It
joke
is.
about Xbox not having any people playing on it, but 30 million is a lot of consoles. They'd sell a bunch more if they fucking lower that price. I still understand how they haven't done that yet. Like, the second boon of game consoles always comes from that big price drop when they become affordable to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And they just ain't done that.
Maybe they'll do it this holiday season, like right
No,
before
they
those
just
new ones
they
drop.
just put out new ones, so they're not dropping the price.
Hmm.
I'm gonna check the emails. I don't think I have any. No emails. So I'll just head over and do these couple tweets, and then we can be good. Be a nice short show this week.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we haven't heard from this man in a while. DJ Mitsuhara says, "Hey guys, October 11th is getting closer and closer. I'm super excited to hear what you think about
Hell
Dragon
yeah.
Ball Sparking Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Previews have already started dropping. Who will be reviewing it? Well, I know Terrence, you requested it, but we haven't got anything about it yet.
Yeah, I feel like we like Bandai Namco is like we usually like day of. We don't ever.
Yeah, we don't ever get anything early from Bandai Namco, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is
But
weird.
I am looking forward to it.
Yeah. Is that game got like 180 characters or some shit?
183 characters.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ, that's like a fucking Mugen.
Yeah, it is fucking insane. But you know what though? A lot of that, and I was telling somebody this too, like I hate that they do this anymore with the Dragon Ball games because a lot of the characters, like that number is inflated because of everybody's transformations. So like Goku has, he turns into 6 different Saiyans. Well, they're all individual characters. You don't just pick Goku and you can just go through all his stuff. So it's some of that is that, but even if you take that away, it's still a ridiculous amount of characters to play.
That's what I didn't like about what was the Arxis Dragon Ball game?
Oh, Fighters,
Fighters, like
Fighter Z.
Like
Yeah.
they put out those DLC packs of characters. Like I looked at, I'm not trying to be one of those people. I was like, this looks like the same person.
That game, it did that too. That it did the same thing. So like there was, and what's crazy too is I think like plain Goku, like just normal Goku came in a DLC. Like, it wasn't even out the box. Like,
Plain
it was
Goku.
Super Saiyan Goku. You know, yeah, regular ass Goku. You had to get DLC for. Like, yeah, I hate they do that. Like, back in the day, like on the PlayStation, that might have been the last time they stopped doing that. Like, you transformed into them. So if you picked Goku and Vegeta, you transformed to Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan 4 or whatever. It wasn't a separate character, but I just assumed because we had more memory with games and stuff, it would be like that. But I guess they like, nah, fuck it. Just make it a new character altogether.
Huh.
Anyway,
weird.
man, I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm down on this. I'm super excited for this game. And it sounds like he is too. Like, I am so pumped for a good Dragon Ball game. Like, I love the Budokai Tenkaichi series. Like, I'm pumped.
I'm sorry, am I not mistaken? I thought he told us that like he worked somewhat on that game or on GBZ or something. I don't remember.
You know what? That might have been the one, actually. You might be right.
He says, side note, I still haven't opened Astrobot yet. Too busy with work. TGS is next week with a winky eye. Man, what do you know?
Oh, yeah, he knows something.
Throw it in my DMs. Tell me about it.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm excited for TGS, mostly because, like, I want to see what's coming to the platform I usually play on. Like, because that's usually what TGS is for me. Like, Xbox getting them 3-year-old Final Fantasy games.
Yep. Same. Like, because I'm not going to get up at 6 a.m. to tune into that, but I'll watch it when I get up. But yeah, I want to see what we get from the Final Fantasy stuff. And
I swear to God, if we don't get, like, PlayStation over here remastering Horizon Zero Dawn, motherfuckers, y'all need to talk about Jump and Flash. Okay?
Facts. Yeah.
Bring back the Jump and Flash trilogy. Let's go.
You know what I really want to see at TGS, because I don't think we've seen anything from this all year, is something on, and Ryan probably does too, Dragon Quest 12. Because that hasn't been shown at all, has it?
Have they ever shown the game?
No, they have not. All they've shown is a teaser image.
Yeah,
we don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah, so like, just can we see a picture? You know what I mean? Like a description of a character? Like,
yeah, you want the director of the game to come up and be like, "Look at this photograph."
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Oh shit! Sorry, Nickelback reference. We got somewhere around here.
Enough of that.
John writes in and says, video game season is upon us, guys. I was a little skeptical on the new Dragon Age, but after seeing all the previews that dropped last week, I'm feeling optimistic. Have you guys...
So here, I
Are
am...
you the opposite?
No. I'm optimistic, but what I want to say is, please remember that very rarely are there not optimistic previews.
I was just going to say that. Like,
yep.
Everybody said Redfall was the tits. Remember that?
Yeah. Just keep in mind that, generally speaking, if people get invited out for a 6-hour preview, they don't usually come back with bad things to say about the game.
Some of these motherfuckers out here flying planes for flight sim, so you know.
Yeah, some of these motherfuckers. Bring on that smoke, Paris. I ain't scared of your ass. Anyways, but no, so the Dragon Age thing, you're absolutely right. Like, I honestly didn't even read any of the previews. Like, I just watched the developers, the videos that they put up, like with the character creator, and some of the other stuff.
That character creator caused some stirs, didn't it?
Oh man, it did. Listen, I'm excited. I was like, "Oh shit, this is great!" But yeah, it was a lot of people that
y'all some weirdos. By the way, that's all I'm gonna say about
that. Right?
Like I who cares? Like, let it stop. Stop.
Hey. But yeah, I'm optimistic for Dragon Age.
Hey, I'm all for Dragon Age. Like, I love those games except for 2. I don't like 2.
Yeah, I like 2.
But I mean, I'm gonna play it. And I'm sure it's going to be fine. Like, that's my expectations, is that it's fine.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, I'm not expecting, like, the first Dragon Age. I agree with Drew. I think that's one of the best games, like, ever made. Like, it's
it is.
Amazing game.
That is my favorite one, yeah.
I enjoyed Inquisition. I don't think it's amazing, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. I really don't like 2.
What did you like about 2? Why was it the because that was when they kind of went to the kind of hack and slash.
I didn't like the
relies on
repetitive.
the overly...
Like I felt like every enemy was the same. It was just like repetitive. Like I didn't care for the pacing. I didn't like the. I just didn't like that game.
Okay.
I felt like the environments were bland. Like I don't know. I just did not like that game.
They definitely weren't as like great. Like what was he in Kirkwall, I think, or something like that. It wasn't as like grandiose as the first one, or definitely Inquisition has lots of variety. Where you go.
Well, Ryan didn't know about the variety in Inquisition because he spent all of his time in the hinterlands.
I remember that. Right.
Motherfucker never, like every week we do the podcast, like, you left yet? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Still in the hinterlands.
Motherfucker just set up a timeshare in the hinterlands. He's never leaving.
Yep. That's the way I play these games.
He says, this and Crimson Desert are the next two RPGs I'm looking forward to. Is Crimson Desert the one from the...
Yeah, it was the so it was an MMO, but now they're turning it into they've got a new one that's not going to be an MMO. It's like an actual like action RPG game.
Is that from the what was that, like really the Korean really good looking MMO? Is that the same team?
It's them. Yeah, it's
okay.
them. Yep.
Like the visuals in that MMO are ridiculous.
Yeah, it looks great. Like I saw some gameplay on something that they showed or had on the other day. It looks really good. Like I definitely will check it out because some of that stuff be smoke and mirrors. Like I guess we thought whatchamacallit was that Black Myth Wukong, but it came out and actually I guess held up to what it looked like when they previewed.
Yeah,
it.
Because it is using smoke and mirrors of like a linear world, which is fine. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's not like a full open world, kind of like Elden Ring. So.
Right.
That's it. That's all the tweets, and didn't have no emails. So if you want to send emails, you send the podcasts at ZTGD.com. If you want to tweet us, we're on Twitter, ZTGD Radio. Like, that's the most wholesome part of Twitter. Everything else on there sucks, so just tweet at us. That's what we want you to do. And then next week we'll be back talking about more games. See, you ran into the exact problem we run into this time of year. Like, we play games early, and then like the embargo hits like right after the show goes live, and then you forget to talk about that game the next week.
That is what happened. Yep.
So like that's just common. What I usually do is I try to play that game right before the show. I'm like, I need to remember that this game embargo dropped, so I gotta play it now.
I'm gonna have to do that because I have two like that for next week. So I'm gonna have to, because like I normally take it off the list and stuff when I finish it. So then that's why I don't talk about it. Yeah, I'll have to make sure that I remember these two.
There's just too many games, man. You guys don't know how many games we play. Like,
oh gosh,
it's just ridiculous. But anyway, that's all I got for this week. So if nobody has anything else, we'll get out of here. Peace, bitches.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.